and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get that quarterback and all.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. 4 yards. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. On the move to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He can run for it, and he will.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. What we got?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. We're scoreless after 1. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now it's Carson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Here we go. Like 20. I got you.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
11.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check. Watch 54. Tackles.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40 out to his left. He lets it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 82 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit,
Here we go.
and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They run forward with Breida. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come up in an offset eye. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Steps away. He'll try and run it. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Check 13. Check 13. Out, 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 out.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. So they will accept the penalty. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football. Right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80! All day, dog. Hey, go.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 24.
Let's go, D.
They go play action. Now Mahomes being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 65 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But what about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And now off to the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes.
And a pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
21.
Here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go. 180!
56. Coming to you.
Hey, come on.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Check curls.
Now it's Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
I got you.
56 to Mike, boys.
Hey, gun. 56.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This is Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Williams. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he's got this down to the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Williams. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 40. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now Breida on a toss left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Check 50. Check 24. Check 24. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
I got you.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hot.
They run with Breida. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Hey, let's go.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 66 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. That's good.
11.
Now a give running left is Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. On the handoff, this is Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 48 yards. And the Niners are able to Gold able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They run again with Breida. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
You go tight.
65, 65.
Now a give to Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 48 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. They go for just one here as it's up and good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A gain of 3, second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
11.
Check, left.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go,
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run where the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start